with me now, Strictly's Craig Revel Horwood, because you are going to give them a run for their money.
Well, I'm going to try. I've just seen that clip for the first time. They had a budget, didn't they?
They had a bit of a budget
whatsoever.
A bit of a budget. Shall we have a look? It's Craig's very first Christmas song. Christmas, Merry Christmas. Happy Craig. Lovely smiley Christmas, gorgeous, not Scrooge Craig.
Yeah, that's it. Well, I wanted to do a Christmas one. It was one of my bucket list of things to do, really. Rietta came to see me while I was in Panto, and she was a singer on the Strictly Live tour, Arena tour. And she came to see me in Panto, had no idea that I could, you know, I had pipes, darling. And I was singing a song in the Panto. She said, "Oh, my goodness, I really need to write you a song." I said, "Wow, that's amazing." And she did. And then we went into the studio to record this duet, which was fantastic. And then I said, well, if we're going to do one song, darling, we may as well do 14.
Me as well.
Yeah, and then I said, OK, we've got an album, so shall we go for a Christmas single? You know, because I love Christmas. It's one of my best.
Well, I can see that. You're all sparkly.
I know. Well, I came all Christmassy for you, darling.
Look at you, all sparkly and gorgeous. I love it. And this is a real passion project, which I think that's... And it shows another side of you.
Well, completely.
Because
I know it's
you're not horrible.
I'm completely out of character, it seems, but I'm really like that in real life, you see.
I know.
It's only if I see nasty dancing, you see, Lorraine,
you get upset.
Then I get all upset.
Which is why I would never do Strictly Come Dancing, because I would upset you too much.
No, you wouldn't. You'd be gorgeous.
No. Definitely not. That's the thing. You're so interested about the Strictly singers, because sometimes, of course, we're concentrating on the dancing. The singers are brilliant.
They're amazing.
The musicians are incredible.
Really, they
really add to the whole thing, don't they?
Yeah, they do. I mean, I absolutely love them.
Brilliant.
I mean, you know, and it's the only show really where we have absolutely everything live, which I think
that's what I love. And I think you could play the track and they could dance to a backing track. Wouldn't be the same.
No, it wouldn't.
It just wouldn't be the same.
No, it's organic and it's wonderful, and they are top draw, you know, talent, which is fantastic.
I think it's brilliant. You're singing, you're doing all sorts of things, because everybody's got a pandemic project. Mine was basically eating my own body weight in chocolate, but yours was doing an album.
It was, and of course I'm busy doing Panto as well. And Rietta have got a nice duet up our sleeves for Mother's Day, and then we're going to release the album sort of October
Fantastic,
next year.
That's really good.
It's really exciting, and it's just something I've always wanted to do.
And why not?
As a kid, you know, I dreamt of it. I mean, obviously I danced and I was singing in musicals, and people sort of forget about that when I'm holding pedals from 1 to 10, darling. But that is, you have to remember, my Saturday job only. You know, but my Monday to Friday is very, very different as a director, choreographer and everything else. So.
Now, look, Strictly. How... I can't call it. I can't call it. They're all fantastic. I mean, God bless Dan.
Yeah, I know.
But
well,
they're
amazing,
all great.
amazing Dan. You know,
but
really, I love him. Look, I love him. I know he
He's
gets a hard rap from me in that way, but he is great. And, you know, I love someone that tries.
Totally.
And he represents a lot of the men in this country. Now, if that inspires people to get up and want to dance, great. You know, and that's why I did the single, for people to get up, have a bit of a jive, dance, you know, with no worries.
Well, that's the thing. It'll come round every year. That's the joy of doing a Christmas song.
Yeah, quite.
You know, there'll be Mariah, there'll be you, there'll be Elton John. It's terrific.
You know, wouldn't it be fabulous if I was #1? I mean, I can't imagine. I look at the competition. I mean, it's a nightmare. I wanted to knock Mariah Carey off her perch.
I know, and then there's Adele.
Yeah, and then there's Adele, and then there's ABBA, don't forget.
Oh, there's ABBA. God,
you know,
never been more difficult.
I know, the gods may be on my side. Who knows? But anyway, at least you've got to be in it to win it, darling.
You've got to be in it to win it. You absolutely do.
You know.
Now, look, we missed you on Strictly, of course, because you were struck down by the COVID. How are you doing?
I'm much better. It did take my energy, I've got to say. I still feel a little bit coldy, but it's... I've got to say, you know, I was glad I had the double jab before I got it, because I think that protected me, because I lost my taste, my sense of smell. And then it was no more than really a cold. So I was one of the lucky ones. And I've noticed it now back in Panto, dancing again, because I hadn't... I tried to do a bit of exercise in my bedroom, but I just didn't feel well enough. And just coming back to work has been good, but it's exhausting.
We missed you.
I'm loving it.
We really missed you on the show. But the panto... Now, the thing about panto is, and you said, you know, you're feeling not 100%, but getting there.
Yeah.
You have... Look at... Excuse me,
There
who's
she
that?
is, darling.
You scrub up very well.
I know, I did try. I did want to play her as a frump, to be honest, but they keep putting me in glamour drag.
Look at you!
Oh, there she is.
You look absolutely brilliant, but to do panto, you have to have such strength, resilience.
Yeah. I've been taking a lot of vitamins.
I bet you have.
But it's great. You do have to look after yourself. I think that's important because it's a gruelling schedule. We're in Southampton at the Mayflower Theatre, open on the 10th, finish on the 2nd of January, which is great. Then I start the Strictly Come Dancing live tour. Then I do my All Balls and Glitter tour, so I need to be healthy.
And then you've got the album coming out.
And then the album coming out. And, of course, Strictly Ballroom, the musical.
Strictly Ballroom.
So I've done about 10 plugs there, haven't I?
10 plugs. And I think there must be 10 Craig Revel Horwoods. There can't just be one to do all of that.
Do all
of that. But we're so looking forward to tomorrow night. We really are. I mean, it's too hard for you to make predictions, and you never know. This is the thing about the show being live. Yeah. You never know what's going to happen, because one wee thing could go wrong. But I have to say, I have to mention AJ, because I think she has been unbelievable. Rose is fantastic. John is breaking all sorts of barriers.
They're amazing.
But AJ, look at this girl.
She is fabulous. I mean, this girl has never danced before in her life. I think it's Lorraine this year. It's going to be very much down to the audience at home, and I'm sort of pleased about that, because I personally would not like to have to make a decision with the final three. And if my predictions would be the final three, probably these guys.
Yeah, John and AJ.
I don't know. I bet it could go any way. I mean, Dan is a housewife favourite. That could happen. You know, I would not be upset if that was to happen.
No, I wouldn't. I'd like any of them to win.
Predictions.
But Rose has got something very special.
I love the fact that she brings herself to the audience, and she has allowed the audience into her world. I think that is so important.
That moment, you know, that sort of like...
silence.
The silence,
Wasn't it just gorgeous?
That gave me goosebumps.
Yeah, it's amazing. And when you go and see, Lorraine, deaf ballet companies, it's insane. They're amazing.
I didn't even know there was
there's loads of ballet companies around that are just incredible, feeling and sensing the music.
There's something very special about that, isn't there? She's almost like she's using herself as an instrument, and it's all going through it as well. But John and Johannes too.
I love them.
Sexiness of that.
Yeah,
my goodness.
They are amazing. I know you sort of can't take your eyes off them as a couple.
They're
which is
brilliant.
Because it's interesting, isn't it? Because I think they work really well as a couple.
They do.
And sometimes I just simply watch the celebrity, you know, because you know the pro dancer is going to be fantastic. And I've just got my eye on the celebrity. But with these guys, I really absolutely watch them as a team together, and they're just a sensation.
Well, I
mean, it's hard to predict, and I really, this year, normally, you know what I'm like, I'm very opinionated.
I know.
I say, I want that person to win because they're amazing. But they're all amazing.
They are
and I would not like to be a celebrity in this year's Strictly, because the competition, like my Christmas single, tough, darling.
Well, exactly. To be honest with you, Adele has already called up really, really worried. Elton John is really worried. ABBA, actually, I've just thought he's just got it.
Yeah,
so, that's it. They've surrendered.
Lorraine, I love you. I really love you.
It's so good to see you. And Craig's song, It's Christmas, Merry Christmas, is out now. And, of course, as we said, Strictly is on tomorrow night. Don't forget, you can watch full episodes of Lorraine on the ITV Hub, and all the best clips, compilations and playlists right here on our channel. Just subscribe now and you'll never miss an upload. Click here to watch another video similar to this one, or click here to head to our channel's homepage to explore all of our exciting videos.